This will last you all day. The other night, I drank one at 7 o'clock, and at 5 a.m., I was looking at the ceiling. So my blood work just came back the other day, and the doctor looked at me and said, it's a miracle. He said, the only thing I'd recommend is you drink more water. You're going to keep drinking that much alcohol.
Rick, Chad, so good to see you.
Thank you. How are you?
Thanks for having us.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
I am so excited because I've wanted to try these drinks ever since I heard about them. Woo Energy, mushrooms in this, but it's perfectly legal.
Functional mushrooms, perfectly legal.
Functional.
Functional, yeah. You can get, anyone can drink this drink. There's no regulation on the functional mushrooms.
Okay, so I can go into a cafe, buy this drink if I'm under 18, just drink it, it's fine?
You can go into a grocery store, into a big retail store, like a Target, you can buy it.
Okay. And
when it's not available there, but it could be available there.
What's it going to do to me though? Is it going to make me high?
No, it's going to make you it just gives you extraordinary focus. You don't really feel any jitters like you would by drinking some other energy drinks. It's a natural clean energy.
So presumably it's much better for you than something like Red Bull or Monster, which I have a bit of a secret addiction to.
Yes, much better for you.
Red Bull is 2 or 3, like a 5-hour energy. I mean, it's boom. It is a 5-hour energy. It is what it is. This will last you all day. I told you I took one the other night, and I drank one at 7 o'clock, and at 5 a.m., I was looking at the ceiling. So,
really?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't try it now then. I'll try it in the morning.
Yeah, not with any anxiety or anything.
Try it. You could try it before you even go to the gym. Or sometimes I drink it before I even play pickleball.
If I were you, I'd come meet me at the Pearl and drink one at about 6.
I'm coming to meet you tomorrow.
Okay.
You guys met because you're boating neighbours, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and so you, Chad, introduced Rick to CBD and mushrooms.
Yeah, so I met Rick. At we both share at the Marriott Water Street in Tampa, and I was a huge wrestling fan. I usually really I'm not fans of many people, but I was a fan of Ric Flair. So we shared the boat captain that took care of our boats, and so I waited for him. My son's a big wrestling fan, but I walked up to him and I said, "Hey Rick, I'm going to start a cannabis CBD line called the Ric Flair Drip." And he looked at me and he goes, "What?" I'm like, "Just have lunch with me next week." And so we went on a lunch date, and he liked what he heard, and we're family now. We've known each other for probably a little over a year and a half, and he really is like family to me. Once you get to know Rick, it's he treats everyone really well, and we built an amazing brand together now.
And had you tried cannabis prior to?
No, I had when I was younger, yeah, but I've never been against it. I just didn't. I had asthma as a kid, so which I didn't really grow out of until I was like 25 or 26. So it wasn't anything against it. I just didn't. I didn't smoke, period. But I mean, I've smoked cigarettes. I've done everything, and I've smoked marijuana. But and I'm smoking it now. I just have to be careful that I don't get myself too crazy, because I haven't smoked enough lately to like keep up with Mike. And when I go out with Mike, sometimes I forget where I am.
He tries to compete with Mike on consumption.
Yeah.
And you got to spend time with Mike.
You cannot compete with Mike on cannabis consumption. I've witnessed it myself.
Yeah, or Snoop Dogg or anybody.
Mike is the king.
I have a lot of friends that
Mike is the king of cannabis. He could consume a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the shrooms as well, because this is a mushroom drink.
Functional mushroom, yeah, but Mike can consume
a lot of shrooms. Yeah, he told me, listen, I don't microdose, I only macrodose. So what about you, Rick? Do you macrodose with the shrooms?
No, he doesn't microdose.
Oh, micro. I mean, I thought you meant.
No, he's done microdoses, but not macrodoses. Macrodoses is like what Mike would do.
No, I said microdose.
Yeah, microdose.
Yeah. Okay, so you've not tried the macrodosing?
No.
Okay.
Rick would go crazy. He wouldn't be able to handle a macrodose.
What about the stigma attached to cannabis? Do you think there is one still?
There's people that are always going to abuse something, but in terms of cannabis, what I've learned about it is how much it actually helps people. And so I think people really, now more than ever, want to see cannabis legalized and be able to buy it anywhere, because there's a lot of great aspects to it. So I think the stigma is definitely dropping. There's still a stigma, but not even remotely close to when I jumped into this industry to where it's at today.
So what's the difference medically to someone saying, well, you know, I like to have a glass of wine, it relaxes me, it's fine, when actually alcohol's been proven to be bad for you, and someone saying, I use CBD or cannabis to relax me, and that's fine?
Wait a minute. You said, well, alcohol has been proven to be bad for you?
Pardon?
Is that what you said? Alcohol has been proven to be bad for you?
Well,
Not as...
I'm not saying that I personally believe that, because I do enjoy
Yeah,
a glass of wine.
if you listen to the FDA, everything is bad for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
so
what I would say...
I don't put any confidence in anything that my blood work doesn't indicate.
So do you still enjoy a little tickle?
So drinking?
Yes.
I drink every day, a lot.
You drink every day
Every
still?
day.
I love it. What do you drink?
So I drink Mick Ultra if I've done my boat and I sweat, and I drink vodka, cranberry soda, and a squeeze of lime, and a bottle of water, bottle of whatever sparkling or still water they have. And my blood work just came back the other day, and the doctor looked at me and said, it's a miracle. He said, the only thing I'd recommend is you drink more water, you're going to keep drinking a bunch of alcohol.
That is brilliant. Do you know, that's the best story I've ever heard. Thank you, because...
You want to see my blood work?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah.
At what time of day do you take cannabis? What time of day do you drink the shrooms? And what time of day do you drink the vodka? Let's just get this all.
No, I drink that with vodka. That's what gets me.
This is So when you look at like the functional mushrooms, like this, you can drink at any time of the day.
You could pour this on top of the vodka.
So let's just look at this a bit more in depth. So we've got 3 flavors here, right?
Yeah.
This one is dragon fruit.
Yeah.
Sounds very nice. I think I'll try that first. And then we've got lemon here and strawberry banana. Which goes best with vodka, Rick?
After 3 vodkas, it doesn't make a difference. But I'm telling you, the stuff is great. I'm telling you, as someone that has dumped 5-hour energy into vodka, I've dumped Red Bull into vodka, and I've dumped that in. That is the real deal.
So if I want to survive a night at one of Ric Flair's boat parties, I must mix this with vodka.
You'll enjoy it. It's nothing bad.
Whatever. It goes well with tequila if you want to drink it.
Okay. And is it true that you're making more from this now than you did in your entire wrestling career?
Since I met him?
Yes.
I'm making more money than I've ever in my life.
So he all of the brands. So
Rick's not just the drink. The drink is just starting.
Rick's a business. I think the key is that Rick's a partner, and so we're all partners in this business, right? And so, we're not just Woo Energy is just launching, but before that, we became Rick and Mike have some of the largest cannabis brands in the space, and then CBD and other product lines that we're launching, merchandise, apparel. Yeah, I mean, we've grown pretty fast. We're on our second year as a company.
I just lay it out in terminology to understand.
No.
If I had to fly a private back to Spain, I could.
You're going to take me on a private jet back home. Woo!
If I had
to. We're going out for dinner tomorrow night, Rick.
I guess so.
It's booked.
Yeah, that works.
So you have...
You may never go back to Spain.
You have...
What the hell is Spain if you haven't gotten Tampa?
I'm going to be hallucinating somewhere in Woo Energy. So you have Mike Tyson, Ric Flair, and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, in Future.
Okay. You introduced Hulk to this, is that correct?
Yes. Rick did, yeah.
Okay. And so how did that all come about? How did it all tie together?
Well, Hulk smoked weed a lot when he was younger, so I already knew that. It was, the world we live in a real naive. The world is naive to think that, I didn't realize how much cannabis is loved, and people will die to get it until I got into business. Because now I supply half the bartenders in Tampa. I mean, I don't. They just
they all buy the product.
Yeah, they love it.
They buy the product in Tampa at our dispensaries.
Where are your various products available? So where's this available?
So we just launched this Woo Energy. We launched really last week. Will be available across the whole United States and other countries.
Woo is brand new. Is it coming to Europe anytime
Yeah,
soon?
we're talking right now in the UK specifically, and we'll have distribution across the whole. Right now as a company we're global, so we're in 15 countries and 30 states in cannabis. We'll be in all 50 states with Woo Energy and multiple countries.
Yeah, what I was trying
You
to
can buy it
say is
online
that
too.
the stigma of cannabis being bad is like a blue collar, white collar thing. There is no stigma anymore. The people want to think there is, and I truly don't believe a 10-year-old kid should drink a beer or smoke a joint. But it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Can we just talk through your various products and how they can help people?
Yeah.
So, for example, if I suffer with anxiety, what should I take? Would it be the Shroom drink or the CBD?
I think you want to take our THC CBD products, right? So partially how we built this was Rick. When I met Rick, he took Xanax and took Ambien to sleep
Since 1989.
Yeah, and so partially what we wanted to do is with Rick is get him off of that.
Was that? Can we sort of do a bit of a deeper dive into that? Because you're a fun guy. Like, I've had great fun for the last hour sitting with you while they've been setting up, but there must be some real hell to that.
No, I had some really major anxiety issues in '89.
How
And
much
somebody
Xanax were
handed me
you
a Xanax.
taking?
What's that?
How many Xanax were you taking?
Just one. Yeah, I started out with one. I mean, but I guess until I met you, I was taking 1 2-milligram bar a day, which is not a lot.
Yeah.
But it's addictive. It's really addictive. So when I first got a hold of the cannabis, or the Woo Chews, or the Mike Bites, edibles, period, I would section myself off. I have gone back periodically if I was really stressed out to take a Xanax, but when I'm calm like I am today and pretty much have my life in order, I can strictly sleep with edibles and booze and have no anxiety and no need for Xanax.
So
or
they've
Ambien.
changed your life, really. They've got you.
Well, but having your mind clear, it's a combination of things. Since I met Chad, my life's a lot clearer, and I have a better picture of where I'm going. I've always lived in, like, I've almost been dead a couple times, so I kind of like lived for the day for a long time. Now I want to live longer, but I didn't give a shit if something happens. That makes sense?
Yeah.
You gotta just, you get when you've been as sick as I've been a couple times, you become immune to either you walk around like I did every day worried about dying, or you say, screw it. But it took me a long time to get to that point where I said, screw it. And since I've met him, I really say screw it. Because my bank account is bigger than I ever was during wrestling. Think about that. I never made the real big money that Hulk did in that. Because I was always in a different place. Not wrong place, wrong time. Successful place, but not the $10 million a year gigs. And I've been married 4 times, divorced 4 times.
That's very expensive,
I've had
isn't
problems
it?
with the IRS, and Chad has fixed it all up. Chad and Aristotle and Adam.
Thank you, Chad. Well done, Chad. So, can we also talk about your fitness regime now? Because you look very fit. I mean, I gave you a bit of a squeeze earlier. You're hard, you know? So you must be going quite hard in the gym.
Yes.
What do you do on a daily basis?
Well, I go to a guy that he runs the NFL Combine. He trained Olympic athletes. He was the strength and fitness coach at the University of Georgia. And he's what those guys, what do they call when they can poke you here and move your arm? Is that kinesiology?
No, he has like a specific way he does like therapeutic massaging, but through your muscles.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do that, and then I ride the Airdyne bike, which I've mastered every piece of cardio equipment there is, the Airdyne bike. So I do 5,000 meters in 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah,
he
or I'll
loves
do
that bike.
500 free squats in less than 14 minutes. And then I used to be able to do 100 push-ups. Now I can only do 70, but I'll get back to 100.
70? Can you do that for me now, please?
I just did this morning. I couldn't do it now, but I will tomorrow.
You need to get to...
I'll do it in front
you're
of the world.
74, right?
Yeah.
I think you should get to 74, and every year you get a year older,
Yeah.
you should add a push-up.
No, I have a new one. I'm going to bench press
300 pounds.
Well, no, I don't. I say I feel like I might get there, but I'm going to bench press 225, 5 to 10 times on my birthday. So that's 6 months away.
Wow, I want a video of that. And this drink is great for pre-workout, isn't it?
100%, yeah. Hulk drank it too, and he loves it. Ask him.
Everybody that tries it loves it.
I mean, we're getting great feedback on it. And again, you got to try it yourself, but like it actually really does help you get focused.
I'm definitely trying it tomorrow morning because you know when you're traveling, you've got jet lag. You need something.
Well, you're fit. You work out, right?
Sorry?
I see you look very fit. You work out, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of gyms over there in Clearwater.
Yeah.
If you're going to train tomorrow.
Hulk has a gym in his place.
I'll come and train with you instead, Hulk.
Good. I would land the legs, John Cena's.
Okay. Right, can we just...
We're going to make a day of it?
Well,
Good
it's
luck
just
with that.
like I heard a little something from Chad earlier. Apparently you've got a new nickname now.
Huh?
Thick Rick.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
It's about a erectile dysfunction drug.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a little hint then. You might be helping people with their libido in the near future.
Yes.
Yes? And whose idea was that?
Well, it was a part, something as we're getting into all the products, you know, Rick actually had a product that he was promoting, but it wasn't his product. So Cezone, our partner at Legends, we thought he came up with the name, and then we told Rick about the idea.
I'm looking forward to that coming out. Will that be available globally?
I'll have samples tomorrow. I'm sending someone to get them for you.
Chad,
You can take it home and give your boyfriend.
I'm scared. Chad,
Yeah.
what other plans do you have up your sleeve for Rick? Like, what is the biggest product?
Right now, I mean, we have Woo Chews we just launched, which is an edible product, both THC, CBD, and Delta 8-9.
What's Delta 8-9?
It's a synthesized version of a cannabinoid, so you could buy it. You could buy it also in stores.
Okay.
And then specific stores, but and then Woo Energy is a big focus for us right now. You know, it's something that for Rick, you know Rick, right? Why anyone that's a fan of Rick or has seen him throughout their whole life, Rick is not just Rick WWE Rick, Nature Boy Ric Flair. Rick means a lot to sports. And so when we came up with this idea, and why I wanted to work with him is Rick's energy levels, like you said, at 74 years old, he blows my energy out of the water. And anyone I know, I see the guy work harder than them.
Yeah, can you just tell me again that boat story you were telling me earlier?
Rick's the kind of guy that could outdo you. If he goes out, he's gonna outdo you there. If he's going to a specific, say we have a convention, Rick is there. If it's supposed to be there at 6, he wakes up at 5:30. So he's there before anybody. Because some wrestlers aren't like that, and some talent aren't like that. I work with a lot of people. Rick is just very humble. What he asks you to do, he'll do it himself. And just the way he treats people and how he is like, he's just very sincere, but work ethic wise is something like it. And energy, when people win something in sports, they celebrate saying woo, right? It's an energy that is brought to in all different types of arenas. And that's why we created Woo Energy, because it's based off of who this guy is from an energy level. And we wanted to find the right way to bring the energy he has to a can.
I love it, and I just love the picture on the front. I just can't wait to take some of this home. Do you actually get some sleep as well? Do you sleep well?
Yeah.
He goes to bed watching sports.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah. So he goes out from 5 to 10. 5 to 9.
Yeah.
From
It depends. Tonight I'll be out to 10 because I'm watching Ashley wrestle.
Is that a posh aura ring? Are you tracking your sleep?
No, when I went to the gym today, it was rough.
Are you training every day?
I'm going 4 days a week now.
4 days a week?
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's
Like,
good.
I don't know how to go. I don't know how to not work hard. Does that make sense? I just can't go up there and do something without
Pushing himself.
without doing something better than I did the day before. I've been like that my whole life. So I just have to get back in the groove.
And what about your diet now? Like, are you going pretty easy, relaxed?
I eat nothing but chicken, fish. My weakness is pasta, but I haven't had any of that in a long time. And I love Chinese food, good Chinese food.
Chad, anything else that you want to tell us about the Woo brand?
I think for us is that you'll see a lot more coming from us. There could be other collabs. Actually, one thing we could talk about is we're launching a Woo Light product. So it will have zero sugar, zero certain additives that we're also launching. So
That would be a drink?
yeah, same thing as this, just the Woo
But
Light version.
this is pretty good. I was looking
Pretty
at it
healthy
earlier.
for you, yeah.
There is only 30 calories per can.
Yeah, no, it's really healthy for you. But if you're going into like markets where people have they have to watch their sugar levels, and this sugar here is low, but just the full no sugar product that we'll have too, which is Woo Light. So
Okay.
people that like sugar, people that don't like sugar, they'll have two options. And
Woo
we'll add in-
lightweight, you could call it.
Yeah.
No vodka. No vodka, no sugar.
You never know.
The-
We could
the
be doing
Woo
an infused
lightweight.
drink in the future too.
Listen, guys, thank you
Yeah.
so much. We're
Thank
heading
you.
over to Hulk now.
Yep.
Because I know you're best of friends, but
Yeah.